What is up, guys? This is Drizzt and I have another gameplay commentary for you. Today I'll be giving you one about the Famas, which is a pretty well-known gun in Battlefield Play4Free. This particular weapon review was actually suggested by Gamer.Girl, so she also has a YouTube channel, so I will be posting a link below. She makes some montages so far from what I know of what she's made. Yeah, check out her channel. As many of you are aware of, the Famas has recently been released with the Nemesis stock in a bundle for 2,099 funds. That is actually cheaper than reaching the unlock level for the Famas and then buying it, just that weapon, for the permanent price. So for those of you who want to grab a good deal, definitely check it out. Plus you also get the Nemesis stock, which the recoil by a whole lot, along with making the weapon more accurate. There has been quite a bit of debate about this bundle, and personally I'm on the side that says no to having this bundle because, well, it is quite a good weapon, along with that stock, which is also very good and can be applied to other guns. So there's really no need to make it even easier to get this gun. I guess if Easy has to make their money somehow or another, this is one of the ways they do it, and well, I guess you must be hurting for money or something if you're doing this. But that's just my opinion. It's definitely a good buy if you don't care really too much about the whole political debate about this bundle that's going on right now. But I know you guys are just dying to hear about the Famas, so here you go. The Famas is a French-made bolt-up-action assault rifle. What the letters FAMAS stand for is actually Fusil d'assaut de la manufacture d'armes de Saint-Étienne, which translates to assault rifle of the manufacturer of firearms of Saint-Étienne, which is a town in France. I actually have been there, but I did not even know about that place. Famas is a really good close-range weapon for the assault class. It's got the highest rate of fire of any of the assault rifles, actually double the rate of fire of the next one down. Well, actually next ones, because there's several with an RPM of 600. This one goes at 1,200 rounds per minute, so yeah, that's twice as much as any of the others. I don't actually know for facts if this is true or not, but I've definitely outgunned USAS's at close range with my Famas because the damage per second is just so high. So that's definitely something to take into account if you don't want to use a shotgun but still want to excel at close range combat. The amount of damage that the Famas gives out is about average, which is 25 to 27 at close range. That makes about 4 shots to kill someone. 21 to 23 at medium range. That takes more like 5 shots to kill someone. And 18 to 22 damage at long range. All of this is pretty average for assault rifles. However, its rate of fire makes up for any lack of damage compared to other high damaging rifles like the AK-47. A couple of months ago, the Famas went through a nerf for its recoil. Previously, the recoil for the Famas was literally nothing. You can watch Chaudhry Dux's movie and see how the recoil was then. He made his movie before they made that update. Even now, the recoil of the Famas is next to nothing when compared to the recoil of other assault rifles. However, that does not mean that it's great for long-distance combat. The Famas is definitely designed for short-range use. The rate of fire of the Famas makes it so that you burn through ammo very quickly, and when you're going at long range trying to pop shots, it's very difficult because you simply cannot pop shots with this gun. The rate of fire makes it so that even a pop becomes a burst of 3 bullets, or usually 4 bullets. That's just how it goes because it has such a high rate of fire. Also, the Famas has the highest bullet count to date of any of the assault rifles. It has 26 bullets per magazine and 3 magazines total with just the base gun. If you add casting mags, you can get 40 bullets per magazine, which literally makes it like a light machine gun with the amount of bullets it can carry. Viper mags are advised, though, I personally think, because they make your bullet count go up to 32, and they also make it so that your damage is increased, since your damage is not that particularly great with the Famas. It's not low, but it's not particularly amazing. So Viper mags are more suggested than casting mags. Accuracy of the Famas is fairly average. I wouldn't say it's good, I wouldn't say it's bad. However, because it has such a high rate of fire, and with longer distance shots, you do have to stay fairly on target. That high rate of fire does make your reticle or iron sights move around a little bit, just enough, you know, to put your iron sights off of target. So it is definitely advisable to get something to increase the accuracy of the gun as much as possible. Obviously, the Nemesis stock is the best option for that, along with the tactical stock. However, the Nemesis stock is part of that bundle that I mentioned earlier, and, well, it just makes more sense to get that. Just as a quick note, if you are an assault class, but don't have any bandages or adrenaline shots, you have tactical reinforcement spawn. You can call in people in hopes of getting a medic to give you a medic box. That just happened to me, where I just had 35 health. I called in a medic, and he dropped a box for us and gave me, well, that brought me back up to 100 health. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. You can definitely try doing that in your own public matches, and it's also a great teamwork thing for like when you're rushing to use tactical reinforcements. But let's get back to the subject at hand, which is the Famas. The iron sights of the Famas, like I said, are a little bit too thick for my liking, and for that reason aren't so great for precision shots. On higher detail settings, they have a beautiful set of day glow dots. 2 big fat blue dots right there. That's actually something I don't like about playing on low settings, but this is the only way I can record, which is with low graphics. However, that's just for your information. There are some big blue dots on the iron sights, and they are, well, I think they're super prominent compared to any of the other weapons I've seen in Battlefield Play4Free. As a quick warning, when you are using the Famas, the reload is one of the slowest for the assault rifles, going at 4.8 seconds. The slowest of them all is 5.0, so it's not that far from being the slowest reload time for any of the assault rifles. So watch out for that, and park yourself behind some cover if you are running out of bullets, which is almost always going to happen because, well, it's a Famas, which has a very high rate of fire and eats ammo. So, as a quick recap for you guys, the Famas has average damage, very little recoil, though it is present and you can get a stock to take care of that. Decent accuracy, but most importantly, a very, very high rate of fire. That rate of fire makes it give out the highest damage per second by far of any of the assault rifles for the assault class, though it does make you eat through the bullets very quickly. Maps I suggest the Famas for are Sharky, then Basra, then Myanmar. Myanmar is because it's great for ambush because it has a very fast rate of fire and it's great for close range ambush work. And then after that, Karkan, Mashter, and moving on to larger maps, Oman, Dalian Plant, and Dragon Valley would be the last ones just because they are long-range maps, which are rather frustrating. with this gun, which is not designed to operate at those ranges. The most related gun to the Famas, I would say, is the STG AUG, which is pretty much just a downgrade of this gun. It has 25 bullets, half the rate of fire, more extreme recoil than this one. Definitely needs some attachments to deal with that. But if you are used to using the STG AUG, the Famas is definitely a fun one to use because, well, it just offers an upgrade pretty much to the gun you're already using. The Famas is also very useful if you are an attacker for the rush game mode, because it's great for those close quarter situations without having to use a shotgun. You can also use it in place of a shotgun if you are dual wielding, and for example use an L85 for your long range weapon. I think the most important tip I can give you with this weapon is always keep an open area behind your back so that, well, first of all, people won't shoot you behind your back, but also so that you know you will not get stuck having to reload very quickly because you ran out of bullets. Because, let me repeat, this gun just absolutely eats up the ammo, and you really need to watch your ammo count quite closely. If you are planning on using the Famas as your main gun, pack a good pistol, because once you run out of ammo, and if you are stuck in a close range situation where you can't wait for that reload, you will have to be able to pack a punch still. So, use most likely the Rex, like I'm doing right now. It is a pretty decent pistol to use for it because it's great at close ranges, which are the ranges you'll most likely get stuck in because, well, you are using a close range weapon. Alright, that is all I have for now about the Famas. I hope you guys enjoy this. Please give me feedback. And I have a question for you. Do you prefer the Famas or the L85? Tell me in the comments below, and I will try to respond to you. Don't forget to check out Gamer.Girl's channel also. Yeah, that's it for today. I'll check in with you guys later, and see you around.